Welcome to RP Lifestyle YouTube channel. Are you ready to unlock the 7 secrets to good health? Whether you're just starting your wellness journey or looking to level up, these tips are going to transform your life. So, grab a pen and paper because you're going to take notes on this one. Let's dive into the 7 secrets to good health. From nutrition to exercise, mental health to sleep, we've got you covered. Stick around till the end. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find these tips helpful. First formula. Healthy food. Human food is basically of two types. Number 1, alkaline food. It is healthy. These include all naturally produced greens, vegetables, fruits, seaweed, some seeds and nuts, medicinal coconut oil. Number 2, acidic food. It is unhealthy food. All other acidic foods. All kinds of fast food, soft drinks and food cooked in high heat. 70 to 80% alkaline foods and 20 to 30% acidic foods should be eaten. Due to not knowing how to cook, we oxidize even good food or spoil the quality of food. If any food is cooked at high temperature, its nutritional value is no longer left. Cooking or frying at temperatures above 115 degrees Celsius destroys its enzymes. As a result, they become dead food or spoil food. Any raw food is oxidized or spoiled by air, light and heat. For example, a cucumber's enzymes and nutritional value are intact until peeling off skin. That is, it is still live food. You will get all the benefits if you eat it right after it has been peeled. But the cucumber will start oxidizing after 15 minutes of peeling. Remember to eat 70 to 80% of plant food and 20 to 30% of animal food. To keep the quality of the food intact, the food should be cooked at the lowest possible temperature. It requires an induction oven because its temperature can be easily controlled. Cook at 60 to 80 degrees Celsius. If cooked at this temperature, 50% of the enzyme will be present in the food. Eat fresh food. Eating food after a few hours of preparation or reheating it after a day will not provide any benefit. Food should be consumed immediately after preparation. Good water. Water plays a role of 70% in the proper functioning of our body. This shows the importance of water. Alkaline or ionized water is required for biochemical reactions in the body. Rules for eating fruits. Eat fruit 40 to 1 hour before meals or 1 hour after meals. Chew food at least 40 to 60 times. Fish, meat and eggs must be eaten with vegetables. Do not eat them with rice, quinoa or other carbohydrates. Second formula. Gut health. Consuming natural foods, drinking good water that is alkaline or ionized water, and eating plenty of fiber will keep the gut healthy. Eating these foods and drinking water will help the body digest food properly. Try to stay stress-free with this. Physical labor or exercise should be done regularly. There should be uninterrupted sleep. Harmful bacteria and toxins or waste accumulated in the intestines need to be cleaned. There are 2 methods of colon cleansing. The first method, colon hydrotherapy. Colon hydrotherapy can cleanse the arms. Safe water is introduced into the colon by maintaining a certain temperature in a certain manner. This process is completed in 40 minutes. In this process, nothing may come out of the colon on the first day. Especially those who have constipation may not come out. Many have negative comments about the side effects of this therapy. But I think only those who do not have proper knowledge about it comment against it. Before giving the therapy, one should know about some health problems of the patient. Number 1. Colon hydrotherapy cannot be done if you have colon or bowel cancer. Number 2. Colon hydrotherapy should not be given if ulcerative colitis is present. Number 3. This therapy cannot be applied to patients with hemorrhoids or piles. Number 4. This therapy cannot be applied if there is disease of arms. Many say that water pressure can cause colon to explode. But I say, there is no danger of the colon bursting, because there is a water pressure control system in this machine. Second method is coffee enema. If there are some of the above diseases, we advise them to clean the arms with coffee enema. Enema should be done with medium or light roasted coffee. After boiling 1 liter of water, add 3 tablespoons of coffee. Then boil water mixed with coffee for 3 minutes. Then cool this mixture for 15 to 20 minutes. Temperature should be 36.5 to 37 degrees centigrade. The mixture is then passed through the anus into the intestines through a coffee enema set. At this time you should lie on the right side. Wait 10 to 15 minutes after the entire mixture goes into the arms. After sitting on the toilet, all the dirt will come out. It is better to massage the stomach gently while sitting on the toilet. Do coffee enema daily at first. Then do it 2 to 3 times a week. This will have 2 benefits. First, cleaning the arms. Second, increasing the performance of the liver. Caffeine in coffee is very effective in liver detoxification. It also needs good probiotics. I recommend taking Dale Immune Probiotics. Its name is Dale Pro. Fermented foods should be taken, such as sauerkraut, sauerkraut, etc. Apart from this, any vegetable can be fermented. Eat more of them. Also eat onion, garlic, apple, etc. Digestive enzymes can be taken along with it. I recommend taking Bhav enzyme. Along with this, papaya leaf powder mixed with coconut oil will give very effective results. Third formula. Breathing. Breathing is done in 3 ways. Number 1. Chest breathing. Number 2. Abdominal breathing or lower abdomen breathing. Number 3. Mixed breathing, that is breathing with combination of chest and lower abdomen. Among these 3, abdominal breathing is the correct rule. In this rule, the lower abdomen will fluctuate during inhalation. The upper part of our lungs is towards the chest. There is no room for oxygen exchange in the upper part of the lungs. That is why chest breathing is not healthy. The upper part of the lung is called the dead space or ineffective space. On the other hand, the lower part of the lung is functional. Oxygen is exchanged through this space. In medical terms, this part is called alveoli. From here, oxygen starts reaching the blood. When we do chest breathing, oxygen circulates in the dead space or void space. As a result, less oxygen is supplied to the blood. Due to this, the body does not produce the necessary energy. At this time, the body breathes frequently to circulate oxygen in the blood. As a result, more carbon dioxide is released than required. By doing this, if the pH in the place where oxygen reaches inside the cell changes, then oxygen will not reach there. In this situation, if the amount of oxygen in the brain decreases, panic attacks, anxiety, stress and indecisiveness will increase. The worst consequence of chest breathing is depression at some point in life. On the contrary, we have to practice abdominal breathing. By breathing in this way, oxygen is circulated in the blood in the right amount through the alveoli. As a result, oxygen reaches the right level in the cells or body cells through the blood. As a result, the energy production in the body increases. Abdominal breathing rules. For abdominal breathing or breathing through the lower abdomen, first lie flat. Then place the hand a little below the stomach. If the stomach does not rise, it should be understood that chest breathing is taking place through the chest. Now keep your hands on your stomach and breathe deeply with awareness. You will see that the stomach is fluctuating. If you practice this way for a few days, you will get used to healthy breathing through abdominal breathing. Fourth formula: exercise. The right food alone cannot keep us healthy. To stay healthy and fit for life, you must exercise regularly. I call exercise a free medicine. But you need to know in what way exercise works as a medicine for the body. No pharmaceutical industry in the world has been able to produce a drug as effective as exercise. Energy production in the body is not possible without proper exercise. After proper breathing, the maximum level of oxygen is circulated in the blood. But this oxygen does not exist only in the blood. Our body cells need oxygen to enter and use it. Exercise pretty much speeds up the whole process of getting oxygen from the blood to the cells. A type of pressure is required for the use of oxygen in cells. This stress is done automatically in the body of youth. But those who are older need to build stress through exercise. There are several other methods of getting oxygen from the blood into the cells. Number 1, hyperbaric chamber. Number 2, physical exercise with oxygen therapy, that is intake of pure medical oxygen with exercise. Number 3, use of oxygen mask with far infrared sauna. Number 4, weight therapy. Number 5, oxygen from hemoglobin to cells. A type of enzyme is required. Its name is 23-DPG enzyme. My recommended exercise helps the body produce this enzyme. How to do height or high intensity interval training? First, you have to walk very vigorously for 4 minutes. Then jogging style should run lightly, that is slowly, for 1 minute. In the last step, run very fast for 30 seconds according to your health. One cycle should be completed in 5.5 minutes. Thus, completing 3 cycles will complete height successfully. This entire process will take only 16.5 minutes, which is more effective than walking for 1 hour. This special exercise is very effective, especially for diabetic patients. This exercise is very useful for getting oxygen from the blood to the cells. Fifth formula: fasting. Fasting or autophagy is very beneficial for the body. This method is not only for weight loss. Rather, maximum energy production is the main goal. The energy produced after eating is divided into 2 parts. Number 1, a portion of this energy produces 60% of body temperature. Number 2, the second part is used for physical exertion while thinking and keeping the internal organs moving. Our body cells contain nutrients and oxygen. Now the cell's mitochondria will start producing energy. Byproducts will be created in the body while producing this energy. This is called a defective protein. Simply put, these are cell waste products. These wastes accumulate through lysosomes. If the produced waste cannot be removed from the body cells will be destroyed. So we have to clean the wastes of our body cells every day. In a special process during cleansing, body cells automatically produce new proteins from this waste, which are necessary for building our body. This new protein production process is called autophagy. After automatically producing new proteins, the waste that remains will be eliminated. The remaining wastes are removed from the body through sweat, urine and respiration, but does not come out with the toilet. Every day, after autophagy, body cells start working as anew. That is, it starts producing energy. But autophagy does not turn on automatically in the body. It should be turned on. The means of its initiation is fasting. How to turn on autophagy? Should not eat for 14 to 24 hours. but the water can be drunk. Autophagy will start in the body if such food is not consumed during this period. But I recommend fasting for 17 hours. 17 hours fasting rule. Ingredients required: 1. Apple cider vinegar. 2. Alkaline water. 3. Medicinal coconut oil. 4. Wobenzym. First fasting starts, that is last meal, at 6 p.m. Second, take 1 tablespoon of vinegar and 1 tablespoon of honey and 3 wobenzym tablets in a glass of alkaline water at 9 p.m. Third, sleep at 10 p.m. Fourth, mix 1 lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar in 400 milliliters of alkaline water at 6 a.m. alternately 1 day at a time. Fifth, eat a non-sweet local fruit at 9 a.m. like guava, papaya, etc. Sixth, breakfast at 11 a.m. Omelette with spinach or half-boiled eggs with boiled vegetables. This is where the 17-hour fast ends. Then follow my recommended foods according to your appetite. Sixth formula. Relieve stress. Stress plays a role in any chronic or long-term physical problem. That is why this problem needs to be solved. But sometimes stress is needed. Stress affects all major organs of the body. Again, not all stress is harmful. Human life requires short-term stress. We cannot live without it. As an example, I can say there is a danger ahead. At this time, you have to make a quick decision to face the danger or retreat. The stress that has built up right now is definitely necessary. Stress is caused by external factors. For example, any one thing has to be obtained. Treating a minor family problem as a chronic problem. Constantly thinking about loss or extra money in business. Running after an impossible dream. Emotional stress. Loss of loved ones, divorce, unexpected accidents, death of children, etc. In addition to this, excess body weight, excessive physical exertion or exercise, digestive problems, long-term physical complications also create some kind of mental stress. In my opinion, almost all stress is self-inflicted. Because everyone wants to drive others as they like. To do one's work through others as one's own. Which is not possible. The stress hormone is called cortisol. People with chronic stress or long-term stress have higher levels of cortisol in their blood. At this time, the level of insulin in the blood is also excessive. If this continues for a long time, the body's fat metabolism is inhibited and only carbohydrate or glucose metabolism is produced. And this glucose metabolism is very unhealthy. However, immediate energy production requires glucose metabolism. On the other hand, fat metabolism will not produce excess acid in the body. Also, maximum oxygen is used in the body through fat metabolism. As a result, the whole body system becomes abnormal due to stress or emotional stress, the root cause of all autoimmune diseases. Even the blood vessels of the body begin to shrink. Not only that, stress is responsible for chronic inflammation or long-term inflammation in the body. How to relieve stress? Number 1. The previous 5 secret formulas should be followed. Number 2. If you personally feel that someone's negative energy or negativity is affecting you, then stay away from him. Number 3. Exercise. Number 4. Deep breathing or inhale deeply and exhale slowly. After inhaling, the exhalation should be doubled. If you can breathe 6 to 8 times in a minute, the stress hormone or cortisol will become normal. Number 4. Do yoga. You can follow any yoga by looking on the internet. Number 5. Meditation should be done. Focus on your breathing while sitting in a quiet place or before going to bed. Do breathing exercises for 5 to 15 minutes. People of every religion can perform their own worship. Number 6. Imagine pleasant and joyful things. Imagine you are sitting on a beach or taking a lonely walk. Number 7. Always stay present. Be now and here. That is, there is no need to think unnecessarily about the past and the future. If you dwell on the negative past, you will sink into despair, because you can't change it. And if you plan always for the future, you're putting pressure on yourself, because you don't know the future outcome. Accept where and how you are and what you are doing right now. Number 8. Get out of the hustle and bustle of the city occasionally and take a walk in a pollution-free environment. Get fresh air. Spend a few days at the beach, in the forest or in the mountains. Number 9. Do breathing exercises every morning. Wim Hof, Dr. Wills and humming. Number 10. Exercise regularly according to your health condition. It is best to do high-intensity interval training, HIIT. Number 11. Go on vacation with your family members or close friends. Number 12. Do progressive muscle relaxation or PMR for better sleep. 7th formula. Vitamin D, sunlight. Sunlight is very important for health. Sunlight directly or indirectly helps in the production of energy in animal and plant life. The sun is the source of life energy in the plant, and plants are essential for the energy of the human body. Various enzymes and hormones of the human body cannot function without the heat obtained from sunlight. As soon as we wake up in the morning, through the photoreceptors in our eyes, sunlight changes into electrical impulses and sends messages to the hypothalamus of our brain, a part of the forebrain or hypothalamus. After receiving this message, the hypothalamus activates various glands in the body. One thing to note is that when there is no sunlight in the winter countries, the inhabitants of those countries suffer from seasonal or temporary depression. As soon as the sun shines again, they are energized, working with renewed vigor. Wilson's thyroid dysfunction in the human body is fully related to the heat received from sunlight. People who do not go to sunlight are at risk of getting this disease. There will be no problem if the body temperature is normal. But if the temperature is low, the thyroid hormone T3 will not be released from T4 at all. That's why we have to take 15 to 30 minutes of sunbathing or sunlight on our body every day. Thyroid problems can be solved to a large extent by just applying sunlight to the body. Vitamin D cannot be produced in the human body without the sun's ultraviolet rays. As soon as the body starts to generate heat through sunlight, an enzyme is produced in the human body, which makes vitamin D from cholesterol in our body. As a result, if the enzyme is not effective due to the lack of sunlight, vitamin D deficiency will occur in the body. Therefore, those who cannot go to sunlight must take vitamin D3 as a supplement. The role of vitamin D is very important in maintaining the balance of calcium in the body. A scientist won the Nobel Prize in 1930. According to his research, the skin of the human body contains Langerhans cells which keep the body's immune system functioning. These cells cannot function without sunlight. That is, because these cells cannot work due to the lack of sunlight, the immune system of the body will be weakened. Therefore, the body needs sunlight to keep the body's chemical reactions normal. Enjoy the sunlight from sunrise to 11 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to sunset. There is no need to go into the intense heat of the sun. A minimum of 15 minutes and a maximum of 30 minutes should be applied to the body. Stand or walk in the sun with clothes on. But do not use any sunscreen cream, because the chemicals of the cream will enter the body with sweat. The result will be harm instead of benefit. Thank you for watching today's video on the 7 secrets to good health. I hope you found these tips valuable and are excited to start incorporating them into your daily routine. Remember, maintaining good health is a journey, and every small step you take can make a big difference in the long run. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to RP Lifestyle for more tips on living your best life. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these health secrets are you most excited to try? Or do you have any health tips of your own to share? Leave a comment below and let's get the conversation started. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video.